Just finished week 6 of the Diddy trial. Today was a short day because of a juror scheduling issue. And because yesterday was a court holiday and Wednesday a juror was sick, we only had 2.5 days of testimony this week.
Well, yes, thank God it's almost over.
Look, yes, it is almost over.
The defense go up this upcoming week, next week, and they're saying they only need 2 days.
Prosecution said they will rest on Monday. The defense said they only need a day or two to present their case, which is much less than the 1 to 2 weeks they had originally said.
That's all they need, 2 days.
Well, we're going to see. This week, I believe the biggest thing this week that happened at the Diddy trial was them showing the freak off.
that plus the recording came out of Cassie, how she was ultra aggressive, talking about she somebody because they didn't do exactly what she said and stuff like that. And
yeah, you don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you. Yeah, but no, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now.
And they was talking about how they basically the prosecutors probably prove their point. The Mann Act. The Mann Act is when you pay for prostitution or you pay for prostitute and they travel over state.
Yeah.
State.
That's where they're going to hit him with. That's where they're going to hit him with trafficking. That's where I think they're going to hit him.
But it's still.
No,
it's
that's all. But that's the thing.
That's the law. Like they're going by the rule of the law.
Yeah, but I get it. But
and he's not doing. No, it's still doing this shit right now today.
Right.
To the day. To the day.
But they got him up there.
Yeah, but the thing about it is if we really want to be honest, they're putting this man on trial for policing his bed.
Okay.
No shit.
Policing the bedroom.
Well, that's a part of it.
This is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, but nobody. But remember, the only reason why these charges are brought up because solely based off of Cassie, and she put that silver suit out. But that was the main crux, though.
But that and him publicizing his private life as well.
Well, again, you saying that you saying about the freak offs versus seeing it is two different things.
You telling us what's going on, we don't really need to know. We don't need to know. But like what I'm saying,
we had an idea.
We had an idea, but we know for sure.
We didn't know
now.
to that extent.
What I wanted to say, because we talk about this all the time, and every week I come up with something else I'm gonna bring to the show this time. There's only one state in the United States where prostitution is illegal.
Vegas.
Boom. Nevada. This case is being held where?
New York.
Problem. It's a problem. That's where they're going to get him at, because prostitution is definitely illegal in New York.
But none of the acts were done in New York, though.
Doesn't matter.
So
doesn't matter.
But so again, this is where you got to be careful wanting blind justice, because that means what you do in your bed, somebody might have a gripe about it. They can prosecute you what you do in your bed.
But if I'm not publicizing what I'm doing in my bed,
no. Listen to what I'm saying. Whether you publicize it or not, if you cool with them getting blind justice like this, they're got him on trial policing his bed. So that means if somebody finds something out about you, me, or whatever, and they got issue, they can take you they can sue you. This is your bedroom. You feel what I'm saying? There's laws against that. Now, nobody pressed charges against him for them to bring it up. They only did it because of the lawsuits and the other lawsuits that came behind it, which everybody know that has a sane mind, that does not looking at this with one view, that it's a money grab scheme. And she admitted it. Cassie admitted why. If he took her serious when she came to him with her book, we would have never been in this whole situation.
Decision making.
So that's telling me she's not a victim.
I can't.
You can't be a victim.
I'm not running to the rescue of billionaires and millionaires anymore. Puffy made horrible decisions.
This is years ago. This is not. We talking about the least one was probably like 2 years ago. He's supposed to have a free call before they arrested his ass in New York. He was planning on one. And the so-called drug mule that everybody was talking about, the drug mule that was supposed to be going to get the drugs for him. Basically, what they're saying is, when the prosecutor put him up there, he basically speaking on the defense behalf.
Mr. Brendan Paul aka drug mule for Diddy. And he said that, listen, the drugs were not his drugs. And when they asked him, like, hey, so why didn't you say that? He said, well, everything was about loyalty when you were working for Diddy. So if the ship was going down, he was more or less going to go down with it. And I think every single witness so far in this trial has all testified to the same thing. If they were caught with anything, if anything bad happens to them, it was all about proving loyalty and committing down to the cause. And
that's the reason why Puffy's defense team only putting up 2 days. They don't need a couple weeks. They only going 2 days. So we can have a verdict within a week's time. But regardless, what people not understanding is, even if for some odd reason he gets convicted, Trump is going to pardon him. So I'm saying it's a federal case.
I ain't holding my breath on that.
I ain't gonna hold my breath on that.
I ain't holding my breath. I mean, I hear you. I hear you.
Listen, dog. If he let their NBA young boy and all the rest of them, Diddy got the money. It's all about money with Trump. You feel what I'm saying?
It is.
Money.
It is.
And Trump already gave
you forgot
a
who
single.
you think about it.
He already gave a single that he'll do it.
Was Diddy for or against Trump?
It don't matter.
What was Trump or die? What was vote or die? What was vote or die? Who was running in that
Diddy
election?
for or
That
against
was
Trump?
was that
He was
Obama?
against Trump. Oh, it was Obama.
Obama was voted.
Trump
okay.
wasn't even in.
Okay.
That was Obama.
Yeah.
So again,
it is going to matter if he was against Trump.
But
You
let's
know
Talking
that.
about the pettiest, pettiest of the pettiest.
I understand that, but when it comes to that damn money and somebody, Trump can say, look, black people, I let another one of y'all out. He's all for it, bro.
Another one of y'all.
He's all for it. So what I'm saying is, he got the money.
He letting the wrong out then, if that's the case.
I mean, hey. Go down the list. Jay-Z had a couple.
No, but listen what I'm saying.
Jay-Z had a couple of his people
You're
got
letting the wrong
pardons.
out.
Tata and them, all of them got pardons under Trump.
I don't believe that. I believe that he's going to get some time. I believe that
He already got his time served.
He got time.
I believe he's going to get some
served, or he getting a federal pardon.
We will see. We'll see, but I think he's getting some time.
I don't think he getting convicted. I don't think they're proven. I don't. We'll see what defense come out with this upcoming week. But as of right now, what the prosecution put up, they really haven't locked it. They have. First of all, you ain't.
They proved trafficking. They proved that. They proved that without a shadow of a doubt. You can't argue that. They proved trafficking. How?
You can't argue that.
How? You can't argue trafficking. You're bringing workers across state lines.
I get what you're saying.
And everybody's in court saying, yeah, we're flying back and forth having sex.
Hey, listen. The thing about it is the racketeering charges, they have not proven that. That's it. They got racketeering and trafficking.
They proved trafficking. They might not have proved the racketeering, but they've definitely proved trafficking, whether you like it or not.
How you
by the eye of the law, that is what it is.
I just want to understand how you convict somebody of something that happened years ago.
I've been saying that forever, but that happened. But
years ago.
But that's not what this is, though. We know it happened a long time ago.
Exactly. So if I'm a juror,
you're putting two things together, though. That's all I'm saying.
How's that?
Because you're saying the statute of limitations, like why did it take us so long, but that's not. And I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that because I'm always under the impression, and that I don't care how much money a person allegedly has and all that. You should not ever be that fearful in which you can't even. You're just going to hold out for years and years and years and years. So now, no matter how many situations or in this scenario, drugs that somebody has done since that scenario happened, you think they remember any of that? You think any of that? How are you going to hold somebody accountable for something they did 10, 15, 20 years ago? They don't even remember the scenario.
I'm just saying.
I've been to nightclubs I can't even remember right now.
You're saying this stuff happened years ago. Ask Bill Cosby how things happened years ago.
And he wasn't supposed to.
And they still lock you up.
Right. He got off and he got out. He had to
after serving time.
He did a couple. He went to prison.
Right. He wasn't supposed to.
No shit.
He wasn't supposed to. None of that. That's the reason why his conviction got overturned because the prosecutor office made a promise that they wasn't charging him. He was just coming in for the interview. They backtrack on that shit.
But that's why I'm saying,
but
like, we're saying it's a time difference, but
I understand,
but that don't mean shit.
Right, but see, the difference what we as regular people need to understand is if they're taking out billionaires, they throwing conspiracy charges on them with little to no evidence in decades.
I tell you,
they've been doing that for years.
I understand that. So that's why I said they're doing that now. So what I'm saying is now we just open this Pandora box, like get any and everybody that's black, because that's what they're attacking.
Well, let's not act like Puff ain't. Like, he was on tape beating this girl. If that never came out,
I get
we
also got evidence, give content to why that happened.
But we're still here though.
Hold on, time out. Both of them was high as hell on drugs.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Hold on. They was high as hell on drugs. She was violent towards him before she ran out the room when he went and took a shower. I didn't see
any of that. I saw him whipping her ass. I understand that.
You're giving me a legend. No, we're talking about people that was there on the scene. People that saw the shit went down. They said this is on the court transcript,
and that's cool. And
you can't overlook that.
Why can't?
Because you're overlooking important. Go ahead.
You're telling me one thing, but I'm looking. Like, my eyes are
got you,
looking.
but if you're following in a trial and in a court's transcript, the people that was there, the one that was in the room, the worker that was in the room, the guy that's the first security guy that Diddy paid off, that came up there, both saying she was high as hell. And the fact that she was the one being violent towards Diddy and stuff before they calmed him down, then once he went in the shower, that's when she took off and ran. That's where we see all the physical abuse that's going on. So what I'm saying is, it is. They both were physical. Listen, they had they got a toxic. Listen, they had.
You keep saying these people said. That's cool. They said it, but I'm telling you, I see. How are this girl's ass?
I get what you're saying, but how is it that you cherry pick some people that other people that you? Here we go. The $20,000 that mom said that you kept harping on. Well, mom said that, and I'm saying they don't have no paper trail stating she said that, he said that, he sent it to it, all the above, none of that. But you're still taking valid points. You're still she said it. So I'm saying to you, the guy that testified on oath in court, he's seen her attack him. She's high as hell. Both of them high as hell on drugs. There's no video of that because they're inside the room. So now they get outside, and this is where we see Diddy, beat on her ass and shit like that and drag her ass back in the room. But they have a toxic relationship. And it's proven that she is toxic because the video, a voice recording they released this week of her talking about she gonna kill somebody.
And when we talk about the 20,000, you keep saying they said he sent it back, right?
That's what she said. The mom said.
Well, nevertheless, they said that the 20,000 was sent back. 20,000 was sent to him and sent back. Like I said, the 20,000, that might not be as big of an issue as
but we got somebody.
They're going to definitely get the sex trafficking.
Okay, again, if they do, all I'm just saying is, if he does get convicted, he's not doing no time. He's getting a federal pardon.
We think you think.
No, he is.
You would like.
He is.
Think.
Man, I'm willing. Yo.
You're telling
me
still locked up.
Who?
Kells, isn't he on Fed time?
Yes, but
Kells got money.
The difference between Kells and
they're both
Trump,
black.
No. I mean, but
they both entertaining.
But he still got state time in Illinois. So,
yeah, but that's cool.
Right, but the difference is Diddy and Trump, they've been known to party. Trump been to Diddy parties and vice versa. They got pictures, so they have some type of familiar of each other. That's why I say it's a difference. They both out of New York.
Just because you in pictures with a person does not mean that y'all cool.
Okay. I'm not saying that they're cool. I'm just saying is you brought up R. Kelly, and I'm just saying is he gonna get out.
We'll see. But I'm glad we brought R. Kelly up because we'll get off the Diddy trial. We'll see how this play out. They'll be coming up with
We got Kelly in the chat. What up, Kelly Joe?
What up, Kelly Joe? We miss you, baby. What we'll see how
it
pans out. It's only about 2 weeks left of this.
Yeah, I don't even real talk.
To be honest,
the case is weak.
To be honest, this has been like it's been kind of a man case, stuff like that.
It's a weak ass case.
We'll see.